Hey everyone, Shadow Steve here. Before we begin, I just want to give you a quick heads up that this might contain a little trigger warning, so don't say I didn't warn you, because you've been warned. You ready? You sure? Alright. Let's do it. Now, having a disability is really hard for me because I just can't keep controlling myself like all the time when I have my bad days, like when I was at school or work or anything like that. The only thing I want to do is look after my mental health. The only thing I want is to have friends at schools when I was a kid. Some of them are like, get out of here, go away. No, we don't need you, buzz off, or something like that. They just won't let me play with them. It's so unfair. Probably the reason I didn't have any friends because I was bullied, obviously. As we moved to another school, when we moved out from a small town to another area in this state, here in Australia as a kid, and I was a little bit okay. Did have some friends, well, some of it, not all of it. Then I had to switch over to another school because my mum didn't want me to get into mainstream, which is, what? I was like, huh? I don't know what it means. I just don't get it. It never makes any sense. I get it. But yeah, it doesn't make any sense. I was a little okay when I was at the other school because I do have some friends, but not all of them. Just some of them, not all of them. But as you get to high school, I got none other friends at high school. Totally unfair because, I've been bullied a lot because of my disability or anything to do with me. Not even the teachers could help because I just don't trust them. So that's why I had to drop out of high school at year 10, and I swore an oath I will never, ever go back. Ever. I just don't want to go back. Then I had to go see a disability employment consultant for finding a place to work, and I don't think I could trust any of them. Quite frankly, they found something for me to work at, and I wasn't quite sure if this is a good idea to allow my employment consultant to do the honors. I was hoping to get a chance to find a place to work, but turns out the person found a job for me, and I was working there for like over 10 years because I'm actually worried that I might not be able to find a place to work on my own. So if I do that, I'll be forced by my employment consultant to take the job as they find it for me, and it's, okay. Still got a lot of trust issues. I just can't control myself like all the time because I always get like mad or anything, which is a long story. Even when I got bullied, I'm still a bit upset or anything like that. But the only thing I want to do is to look after my mental health, and I didn't want anyone to get to me, like what they say about me when I was at school and like that. Like, they keep calling things out like all the time. I don't want to mention any of those because I don't want to make it worse. I didn't want to let that get to me. Not even the teachers could help. Absolutely not. And I even look at myself in the mirror and I was like, crap. I am an idiot. Because I feel like I'm an idiot. I feel like I'm a letdown on myself. But I didn't want to let it get to me because the only thing that keeps me my positivity up is by playing games, and all I can do is play video games like all the time to help get my mind off things, and it worked. However, some other people are still doing it, but I didn't want to give it up, so I just keep on going. And I didn't have any friends like I used to until I go onto Instagram, where I get to share my love for games, books, talk to you, and become friends with anyone on Instagram. And it's actually, I actually enjoy working my content. I'm not sure if I'm allowed to call myself content creator or anything, but a wise person did tell me that I am a content creator and not let anyone like myself say anything about it. So, I just post my content on Instagram and Twitter and TikTok and YouTube just for fun, obviously. Even better, I met so many peeps at PAX at Melbourne in 2022, and they're like amazing. I even met other peeps too on Instagram who I'm yet to meet, who are obviously from Australia, and of course those from other countries too. Also, there is one person I want to send my thanks to, which we'll get to later. So if you know someone who needs help, make sure you have a talk to someone, check if they're okay, get into like a conversation. And I'm not much of an expert in all this. I do apologize for that. I'm obviously a noob, but if you want to help someone, just have a chat to them, talk to someone who can help, like a psychologist or a doctor or anything like that. And just look after other people for their mental health, as well as your mental health. Yeah, it's really important to look after your mental health. Like every day when you work or go to school or, I don't know, it's really important to make sure you're okay, as well as other people, because I have to keep looking after myself while I'm working, and it's really important for me to look after myself, as well as looking after people on Instagram and all things social media. You gotta look after someone who needs help, as much as, as much as you do. Because mental health always matters. Okay? Okay, cool. And there's also one person I want to send my thanks to for being my inspiration for mental health, because I'm still yet to learn about mental health in my spare time, because I want to learn about it. For being my BFF, my little sister, I'm obviously proud. I haven't met her in person, but hopefully I will give her a hug. It's obviously a promise. And if she's watching, Shifty Or, thank you so much for everything. I'm proud to call you my BFF and my little sister. And thanks for inspiring me to get into mental health in my spare time, even if I'm yet to learn. Give her a follow on Instagram at Shifty Or. There'll be a link down in the description below. Thank you for watching. I'm sorry for the trigger warning. I hope you could do the same by helping other people. And thanks for watching.